want to teach you guys how to set up your SWF. Well, I have a SWF BT601C. It's a small 6-head compact machine, 1 head. Okay, so here are my threads, embroidery head, your driver. Right now I have my cap driver installed, so it's doing hats. Floppy disk, if you bought a used machine, you probably have these. You can buy the little emulator and install that. I haven't had a chance to do that. This is the brains, your computer of the machine. Okay, so people have asked me, how do I get it started up? Okay, well, from your actual computer, from the brains, you have cables coming out. Oh, sorry for the bad lighting. I'm doing this on my cell phone, guys, so the video quality is probably not the best, but you know, hopefully, I hope this video helps you guys out. Okay, in the back you have 3 cables, right? And I'm gonna just unplug it. I have everything off, so everything's safe. Okay, so you have 3 prongs, right, that go to your computer. Obviously, there's 4 cables coming out from your computer. 1 is the power, and there's 3 different plugs, connectors, right? So each one is a different type, so you know, you can't really mess that up. And if you're having doubts, just kind of look at them, count the number of pins, and you will figure this out. Make sure that the clip is on top. Okay, so make sure that it clicks in, and don't worry about this exposed wire. Well, it's not really exposed wire, it's just, you know, you can cover this back up with this little cap. And just a little quick tip, I zip tied all of my cables and made basically like a support. Sorry about it's doing auto zoom, sorry guys. So I installed the zip tie here just so it's not pulling on my cables here. You know, I don't want it to get damaged and prevent any damage in the future. Okay. Alright, so now we go ahead and we have everything plugged in. Oh, you can see my screen right there. Turn on your embroidery machine. Loading system. Okay, error 704. Don't freak out. It says memory, backup memory error. Don't freak out. Just press the set key. When I first got this, I was freaking out. I was like, oh man, they sold me a bad machine. But you just press the set key. I'm not sure what that means. I haven't really had time to look it up. I think I did, but I figured out how to bypass it, and maybe I'll contact the service guy to come out and fix it later. Not load design. Okay, where do I go from here? So what you guys want to do is press in and out, and you'll see that. Sorry, man, my phone, I'm trying to zoom in and out. Sorry guys, like I said, this video is just instructional. Hopefully this helps somebody. And press in and out your little floppy disk. Okay, EMB call. This will basically recall any embroidery designs that you have already had, and if you purchase this used, it will have designs from previous owners. So just press set, and you can scroll down using the up and down button, not these. Okay, so this is your scroll buttons, up and down. So select whichever design. I mean, if you don't have a design to test out, just select the first one. If you'd like, I can send you a design so you can stitch out, you know, as a test. I know when I first got the machine, I didn't know what size or, you know, or how to test it. But, you know, just select one, and the way you do that is press the set key, press basic settings, it'll basically ask you to, if you want to change your X and Y scales, so the size, your angle, if you're doing hats. That's why I have it at 180 degrees, because I want it to be embroidered backwards, basically, at 180 degrees, right? It'll ask you for different start stitch. So if you mess up later in the future, this will come in handy. If you mess up and you have to start over at a certain point, then you can start at 1,000 stitches or whatever stitch count you want to start at. But needle settings, this is where you select your needles, and if you don't know already, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it goes from right to left. You press by, how do I select it? Well, what you do is enter number 2. I like the color white for my first color. So when you press set, it'll actually, that's your enter button, and you can end it and see it'll store the memory, whatever your settings you entered. So I want, my first color is going to be white, then that dark red, number 1, and the next one is my 6th color needle. So once you're done, you press set, and you can end it, or you can, if you decide, hey, you know what, my design is actually 2 colors, you can delete it, and you can do that by scrolling down here, press delete, and there you go, 6 is gone. Okay, now next you do enter, make sure you scroll to end, press your set key, your enter button, and there isn't really a button to go forward, but this backward previous button here, if you guys can see it, that's actually the way to save your design. And I'm gonna select it, and there we go. Now we have it ready to go. Okay, what you guys want to do before you start it up, you want to trace your design, and I'll have another video for that. Goodbye.